Hello everyone, welcome to Matt's Spellbook, and it's time for us to actually be productive today. Let me just make some adjustments here. I just made this channel, so if you guys don't know me, my name is Peter. I'm basically just, this is not my original channel. I made a channel like before this one, but I felt like I should make one just for my love for math and physics. So I hope you guys are doing your best, like basically just throughout this whole week, and mainly this is how it's gonna go down. So I'm just basically gonna like study a little bit. I don't know how long the stream will be, but it'll probably not be too long, but yet not too short either. So let me just make some adjustments here. Okay, I'm already here, so that way I just want to make sure that we look all nice and proper here. So I have my tablet on the screen, so basically the way it goes is that if you just want to be productive but you don't want to hear me talking, that's fine. You know, you can just basically like mute me, or like if you don't like the music in the background, you can also mute me. Just basically mute the stream and just like basically have the stream in the background. While I do math problems, you can do your own little projects on the side. Or if you just don't mind me like talking or just giving you some background study noise, that's fine. Because I will be talking during the stream, but maybe not a lot, but I will probably say my thoughts out loud. So like while I'm doing a problem, so we'll just have to wait and see. But the thing of it is that I have so many topics that I'd like to study, but mainly it's targeted towards math and physics. So mainly we have something that allows me to keep track of everything. So I don't know how often the streams will be, but I will try to stream them maybe I'll try to stream them like once in a while, but I don't know exactly. I don't have a solidified time frame, but let's just be productive and like just let the journey take us through. So I also have a YouTube channel. I also have that in my about section. Actually, I can set that up right now for you guys, so I can set up a new command for that. I actually forgot to set that up, so I will set that up now for you guys. So okay, and let me just find where it is. There it is. Just put that there, and then we'll just paste that in there. Okay, I want to see if this command works, so just bear with me, guys. I think I have to set up, I think I forgot to set up, like, basically linking my, stream elements to, my stream, so I'll have to work on that afterwards. Like, I'm just basically, getting used to this, because, I have everything set up on my other channel, but I always forget, like, when you start off doing stuff, it's just, like, really, really tough to basically like remember what you did and what you didn't do. So bear with me, guys, bear with me. But I'm glad to actually have this channel up. So now I apologize for wasting your time there, guys. So let's just start with the study wheel. So this will be the study wheel. So every time when I start a study session, I will just basically roll the wheel and see which topic I have to study. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me just unlock this and see if I can make it a little bit bigger for you guys so you can see it. It will be gone by the time I don't need it anymore, so I'll just have to interact with it. Okay, we'll put this on full screen here. Okay, let me just shrink that so I can interact with it properly. Okay, let's spin the wheel and see where we're gonna end up landing. Oh, it looks like we're doing ordinary differential equations. Okay, I know a little bit of ordinary differential equations, so I can just practice some problems from there. Okay, so let me see if it just resets. I'm gonna test it. Okay, so I have to actually like turn off like that, and then we'll close that. Okay, so differential equations. Luckily, I have a book on my computer that I can just access problems through, so I don't have to worry about getting a textbook and just bringing it into the office. When I say the office, I mean like my home office, actually. So, alright. Let's see. I don't want to start the study timer until like I actually get everything set up, so I just need to find the textbook I need. So we'll just do differential equations. Oh, we have no, not this textbook, because this one has both linear algebra and differential equations. Let's see. This is boundary problems. Well, actually, let's just do... Let's see, does this have bookmarks? Yes, it does. Because I've done differential equations, like, a little bit of it, but I haven't gone past, like, first order linear differential equations, so I actually have to do my best to actually like remember the stuff that I need to remember. Okay, so let's just do basic exercises. So we'll hit pen here, and then in each problems. One. I usually write the directions because there are always times when I write down problems. I mean, like, I just write the solutions to problems, but I would always forget what exactly I was doing. Like, basically, what am I supposed to do for the question? Okay, determine the order. Oh yeah, I forgot the study timer. So there we go. So each session will be around like 45 minutes, and then we'll have a 15-minute break. I don't know how many sessions we're going to get through. Hopefully we can get through one. And if you guys are trying to read my handwriting, I apologize. I'm trying to write as neatly as I can. But, you know, sometimes there's just so little you can do, right? The equation is linear or non-linear. Sounds simple enough. Okay, so number one, I think they do this with like every differential equation course. Like they try to make sure that you know which is which. So number one, we got, oops, not x, t, and 2, and sine, oops, gotta write much nicer, sine of t. Okay, so based on what we got, t squared Okay, so it's a second order. And it is... It is linear. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure it's linear. Yeah, it's linear. Okay, cool. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, why does it matter if it's linear or non-linear? Honestly, like, anyone who knows more math than me, please like correct me in the chat, but from what I heard, I'm pretty sure when it's linear, it's much easier to solve than when it's non-linear. When it's non-linear, you have to worry about every single parameter within the equation. But I think when it's linear, you can do like some easy math tricks and then basically you solve the problem. Okay, so we got... So it's another second order. And... Oops. My ands are all very scribbly. And it is... linear. Right? Oh, that's a T. That's a T on the E. Okay, I was like, why does it look like... Why is it like... It's just so small on like what I see on the textbook. I probably should zoom in a little bit. Actually, I haven't like classified equations in a while, so... Okay, I think the next one's going to be non-linear because there's this funny sign of t plus y. So I think that's non-linear. So it's like second order. And it is... Oop. It is non-linear. Oops. Probably the more I do these streams, the more my handwriting will improve. Okay, 4. Oh, I wrote number 5 by accident. So this is number 5 actually. Oops. Okay, let's go back to number 3. So, number 3. So, number 3. I always hate it when I do that. Like, whenever I do math problems sometimes, I always hate it when I, like, miss a number, and I'm like, oops. I thought that was that number, but it actually was this number. Yeah, I started this stream because I felt like I have to actually push myself a little bit when it comes to mathematics. I love the subject, but at the same time, it's just like I don't practice enough, and I feel like I should practice more. Okay, so this is 4th order. And it is linear. Perfect. Okay. This is t plus t. Y squared. Ooh, that y squared. I'm pretty sure that's non-linear. Because the y is our dependent variable here. So I'm pretty sure that is 1st order. And it is non-linear. Okay. We already did 5, so we don't have to do it again. Like, warn me, guys, if I do a problem and I already done it already. Okay. So do this, then t times. Okay. Just erase that. Cosine. Oh, Didn't mean to zoom in that much, guys. Oh, I'm actually partially blocking. Do I actually need my VTube model? Maybe not. I'll just hide my VTube model for now. I'm pretty sure my voice is enough for you guys. I just put my VTube model up so you have, like, I think a character to interact with. But I think we'll just leave it off. That way we don't have to, like, constantly move too much. Anyway, back to where we were. So, oop. Okay, now something is wrong. Okay, there we go. I was like, what was going on? What's going on? So we'll erase that. Oh, that T doesn't look good. There we go. I mean, that T also doesn't look great, but I want to make it look like a T. Okay. So we have, so this is third order. And yep, I think it's linear. Yeah, okay. All right, so we classified the order. Classifying the order is not that difficult. It's just that I don't want to just fixate on those type of problems. I want to see, like, because this is a book that I haven't used, so I feel as if I should probably try to learn as much as I can from this book. I want to see, because like the first unit is just basically classifying stuff. I just want to make sure that I absorb everything that's like, because I know how to classify differential equations. Because chapter 1 is just mainly the introduction of the whole entire subject. I mean, like the introduction of, like, you know, getting you exposed to differential equations. So I think we can just move on to, like, first order. Yeah, let's just move this up. Do that. Okay, linear equations. Let's see, what techniques did they teach you in chapter 2? Because I know some of the techniques, I just don't remember all of them. Let's see here. Oh, we have some initial value problems. Let's try those. I think those should be fun. Because I don't want to do questions that involve me drawing graphs. Because like, I find it funny because in the book they give you a little mouse icon. It's like, oh, you must use a computer for this. And I'm like, nah, I want to actually just write everything down. Let's see, for each problem, 13 through 20, find the solution of the given initial value problem. Okay, so we got 13. Oops. The 13 didn't look right. Let's just do that. And then we got y prime minus y equals. Okay. So let's just turn this into this. Oh, it's t. So let's just get rid of that x, turn that into t. And do that. Okay. So I think this type of problem, I think we can do the integration factor. So y yeah, it looks like it's an integration factor problem. So we can do well, no. It has to be t. Has to be t, not x. There we go. So that will turn that into e. E negative x, which in turn turns that into e over x. I just want to make sure that that's correct, because sometimes with basic algebra I always mess up. So yeah, that looks about right. Then we multiply this integration factor with everything else. Oh no, it's not x, it's t. Because I'm so used to working with x. It's supposed to be t. I guess in this book they make you, because this book revolves around differential equations with boundary values. So I'm guessing they just put t there to make sure that you're focusing on time. I just turned on my fan, guys, so if like my fan actually bleeds into my mic, I apologize for that. Oh yeah, so you multiply this by this, right? And then this one makes it much easier because, no, I don't want to be too messy because, there we go. And then it will be t underneath. So then it would be, so this minus, so this would be a t there. Perfect. So if we differentiate that, that would be, yes, that would be the amount of times that I have to erase x just to make t. Yep. Practically the product rule. So then we have to integrate these. And I'll just write the rest up here, because we got room. So we will be left with this. And then we have to and then we got the product rule in here. Well, not really the product rule, but like the integration version of it. I mean, we can use what is it? I forgot what they call it. I think they call it tipplers. Not tipplers. Tabular. So we'll be integrating this plus minus. So this would be 2. This would be 0. So then boom. Oops. No. It's t. So then boom, 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 boom. Okay. So then we are left with, what technically it will be easier if we just write it like this. So, oops, that will go on the bottom. So y for t, perfect, and then it will be 2 to the t minus 2 et. I think we gotta have a little constant there. Yeah, that looks about right. And then we will multiply e of t with all the rest. So multiply that. This is fun, actually. I am enjoying this problem. It's not too complicated, but at the same time, it lets me remember some stuff. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Hopefully I'm doing every step right. Well, we'll know by the end. We'll know by the end. We'll just have to check our work, like I always forget to do. So then, multiply those two. Yeah, so great. Now I'm forgetting basic algebra because when you bring it over inside, that will allow you to add them. Okay, I want to make sure that I do that right. So that would be 2t. Then that will also be another 2t, and then it will be e of t with c. And oh wait, no, this is an initial value problem. I forgot. So I forgot to write the initial condition. Luckily I remembered. Okay, so we don't really need the c. The c can just go away because it's an initial value problem. So we'll just box this in. Wow, my e's are looking like c's. Okay, so let's just check to see if it fits the parameters. So it's supposed to be y of 0. That's too squished. I want to make sure it looks a little bit presentable for you guys. So u of 0, and then of 0 minus no, I think we're supposed to find the constant through the initial value problem. Okay. So we kind of do need it. We kind of do need the constant in some way. Yeah, so, and then plus, yeah. So that will lead to 1. So do that. So that will lead to 0. And then that will lead to 1. Yeah, that will lead to 1 plus c. Okay, so it's supposed to equal positive 1. So what we conclude is that c must be equal to 3. At least I hope. At least I hope that's the right answer. So let's just box that, and then we'll write the problem down here. So y is equal to 2t plus 3t. And I think that should be the right answer. And it's number 13, so I think we can check in the back to see if it is. So this is chapter 2.1. So 2.1. Well, let's just check first before, like, I always do this. I always end up rushing to check the back of the book before I check my own work. So, all right, so we rewrote it like this. Okay, so it's in this good form here. Then let's see, we did the integrating factor, so we took the negative sign out and put it in the front, and then basically we just integrate it, and then we ended up with this, and I think that this is the right form. So we got this, and we got this, and then we got this, and that reduces that, so that's fine. So we then put these together to make, because we know that they're making the product rule, so we put this like this. Good, that looks fine. Then we have this, and this looks okay. This, yeah, that looks about the same. So then we did tabular, which made it a little bit easier for us, so we didn't have to do like U substitution all over again. Yeah, it's U substitution, I think. I think that's what it's called. Usually with math, I like when it comes to like the big terms, I sometimes forget. Like I forget what they call some things and the technical stuff. Math is like a muscle, you basically just build it. Okay, so do this. Yeah, so because we have 2t, we just basically bring this down here. And yeah, and then we bring that down. Because we had to integrate this, but we constantly integrate it, and it's going to be the same. Luckily, it's just e. Because e, basically, when you integrate it, it becomes itself. And luckily, it doesn't have any negative signs in front, so we didn't have to like worry about moving those. Okay, so yeah, that looks about right, because we just reduced that and reduced that, yeah. So then, yeah, so then basically we got this, and then we got that. Okay, I want to make sure that I didn't forget anything, so I'm just going to try to do this part again, like on this side, so that way, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. So we have u, and then we have dv, and then we have v, and then we have du. So, I mean, basically, we just do it like that, and then basically we're just going to end up with the same thing here. And then if we do this, we just differentiate it into 2. And then we do the form uv minus v du. I believe that is the correct way of writing it. So minus, but that looks a little too squished. This looks a little too squished. I want to make sure that you guys get to see it. So du dv, oh no, uv minus the integral of v, oh whoops, with du, which is well, not x, that happened again. I forgot to write t. It's not x, it's t this time. Luckily I chose this book, because then I would be like, oh, okay, I am missing stuff. Yeah, so even with the U substitution, it turns out to be this. Okay, so that is okay. We did the math right on that one, and we did tabular correctly. So yeah, thumbs up to us. Okay, now, yeah, so then we would multiply this to get rid of it, so we can just get y, and then basically we carry it over to this side. Yeah, we carry it over to this side, and then we multiply that and that and that. So boom, boom, boom. I think that is correct. Like the way it looks. So the way it looks, it does look correct. Okay, let's look at the way we put 0 here, just to make sure, because we didn't check this part yet. So 0 with 0 in there, so it replaces t. So then basically 0 times 2, that's 0. 0 times 2 is 0, but then 0, e to the 0th power is just 1. And then e to the 0th power is 1, which gives us -2. And the e to the 0th power is 1, but then we have c there. So then basically, yeah, I think that is correct. But let us just check the book, and hopefully they didn't put the wrong answer in. So it's number 13. Luckily I wrote that down. So yes, it is correct. Okay, so I mean, they simplified it a little bit more. So like let me just click here, drag it. Yeah, because like the way they wrote it, they simplified it a little bit more. So they basically did I think it was like 2t oops, no. So it was just 2 et, and then this t minus 1. There. Yeah, so we did get it right, but they just reduced it more. So, you know, sometimes I forget that step, but it's okay. Sometimes they want you to do it, and sometimes they don't want you. They don't care about it. So I think that problem is pretty much solved. So we did that problem, and we did it correctly. Nice. Nice. Maybe I'll probably get less problems wrong because I'm actually explaining it with you guys. So, so it's probably good that you guys are here. So let's go back to where we were. So section. Let's try another one of this category so we can just get our math muscles up. So okay, we're back here. So let's do number 14. I'm pretty sure number 14 doesn't have an answer because I think it's all odd number problems. So like every math book, that's usually how it is. But I think we got the technique down. So let's just practice just to make sure we got the technique golden. So let's remember to write the initial condition. So write the initial condition. There we go. All right, so now we got, actually, like, the reason why I'm writing it this as that is because that's what it is. It makes it easier to work with, just in case if you guys are curious. Okay, so we'll do this. Okay, so that looks pretty good. We don't have to change anything or move any factors around, because the number one thing we have to look for is this. We have to make sure that there's no terms in front of it. So I think we're going to do the same technique that we did before, but this time we have this 2 here. So we're going to do an iterating factor again. So 2 to the t, which will equal e to the 2t. Okay, so then we just multiply our factor into the problem, which is no problem. It's not difficult. Plus y. So we have a -1 here. A negative. So that's the same as writing this. So if we multiply this, then these two terms will cross out. Thus, we have t, and then when we look at this, is this the appropriate product rule that we were looking for? And I think it is. Yes, it is, because like if you basically integrate this, I mean not integrate it, take the derivative of this term, you basically get this 2 in front. So I think that is fine. So it is the product rule, so we shall do that. It is the product rule of this. Oh, that t looks very grotesque. There we go. So now we will integrate both sides. Perfect. This one actually might take a lot less time because it looks like it's a shorter problem. So we integrate. So it'll be t over 2 plus c, and then we will just divide both sides, because obviously this is going to be on the bottom here. Plus that, and then we're going to have c over 2e. Thus, we are given 2t like that, plus c over 2t, which we can combine together to form this. Okay, cool. So now we have to put the initial condition here. So the initial condition is y to the 1. So that means this is going to be 1 to the 2nd power plus c, and then this is going to be, so it's going to be 2e on the bottom. Ooh, okay, so it's supposed to be 0 at the bottom. I mean at the result. So basically it's 1c. I mean, if it's going to be 0, then that means we can just multiply this bottom half here just to get rid of it. So it'll be like that. Yeah, so then that works, and then basically we're left with 1 plus c. So if it's 0, then we have to conclude that c is equal to -1. So the problem itself is y is going to be equal to t minus 1 over... Interesting. Let's check if we did everything right, because I feel like we did, but you know, it's better to double check, because sometimes I think I'm right but then I miss something. Okay, so we wrote in standard form. That step is done. We did the integrating factor, and we did take the right factor because it's this 2 here. Oops, let me just erase that. Didn't need to do that. All right. So then afterwards, we did this. So that, yeah, that would end up with t. That's just t, but that there. Okay, and then we multiplied that out, and then that was right. Okay, so we did check that before. So then we moved on, and then we integrated. We integrated both sides, and then we got this, which is looks like it's correct. Now when you divide this into this side, yeah, this is going to end up like this, because yeah, this is going to end up underneath here, and this one is probably going to be multiplied by its reciprocal, which is like pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much like that. Okay, all right, so yeah, these two are pretty good. Oh, I think I see what I did wrong here. We forgot that there was a 2 there. Luckily we checked. So there's a 2 here. So we're going to have to multiply by 2 for both sides. Well, not both sides, like just basically on one side. So multiply by 2 there. So luckily we checked. Okay, so now let's just do this again. So it's 1. So we're gonna be 1 plus c. Good. And then e. So then it'll be e to the second, like that. Now let's assume that it is 0. And then we multiplied that, so that means c would have to be negative a half at that point. Which is the same as just basically saying -1, because it's multiplied by 2. Just trying to double check just to make sure, because this step here, because like if it's supposed to be like 0, I'm just basically kind of like converting it to 0 just to make it easier. But I think that's how you also get the condition, because technically this is something that is defined already. So yeah, so it's like, and then the math, yeah, so that would turn into 1, -1, and then 1 plus -1, that's 0. So I think that's correct. I think that's the correct answer. So done. If 2 is already there, so I think it's just going to be, I think it's still going to be the same answer. We just remember to put the 2 underneath. So I think, yeah, I think that is the correct answer. Oops, yeah, that looks really messy. There we go. No harm done. Okay, so I think we can move on to the next problem now. Okay, so we're doing number 15. Number 15. Ooh, 15 looks like it's going to be a real doozy. But that's all right. That's all right. We're just having fun. We're just having fun. No harm done. Oh, okay. 15 doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, so the initial condition is equals a half, and t is greater than 0. Okay, so that's an interesting condition that they added there, but no problem. No problem. So we're gonna have to remove this. We have to remove a t here. So y. So we have to divide t on both sides because we want to get rid of that t that's in front of the y prime there. So this is going to end up like this. So I think we can just leave it like this. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Okay, now the integrating factor. This is going to be fun. So e integrate 2 over t, which is the same as integrating like e to the power of the integration of -1. Oh, actually, before I get too happy with that, I already can see the answer already. So it'll be 2 integrate to t like that. Cool. And basically, and I always mess up on this part. It's like that. So then we will get 2t. Perfect. I always remember that I would screw up on this progress because I always forget that whenever it comes to the natural log of e, when there's a number in front, I always forget that it goes into the exponent section. I always forget that. But luckily I remembered this time. Oh, we got 5 minutes, so we gotta finish this problem quickly. We gotta finish this problem quickly. Okay, so oops, not x, t, and then we'll multiply t. Oh, okay, never mind. I psyched myself out for a second. Yeah, because these terms will cross out, and then we'll give us a ty, right? And then we multiply, and then we get t times. Yeah, that looks great. And does that differentiate into that? Yes, it does. So we're gonna end up with times t. Perfect. And I think we'll just multiply this t out, so that way we don't have to worry about any other nonsense. Okay, so now we integrate both sides. Perfect. So then, I know my writing is really scribbly. I'm just like on the roll with this. I'm just like super psyched. So we integrate that plus t. There's like a plus and a t there, so maybe we just put a little tail there just to make it easier. Then, well, first we're just going to have to integrate everything. So this is going to be t to the 4th, t to the 3rd, and then t to the 2nd, then plus c. And then we have to divide by 2t. Oh, this is going to be a little bit cumbersome. Oops, no. I'm just gonna do it with each term so I don't have to worry about doing anything else. Oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. I was like, what the heck? My pen wasn't writing. 2. I'm not even doing anything like extremely wonderful. Like, I mean, like when it comes to math, when math is concerned, I'm just basically just solving a differential equation. Alright, so this will turn into this. And this will turn into this. And we'll be left with a half here. And I think this will just end up with... Oops. Oh, I don't like that T there. But at the same time, that's what we got. Alright. So... Okay. Oh, okay. So that T will just eventually go away. Because we got Y to the 1 here. So then we have to convert everything to 1. So 1, 1, and plus C. So C is just going to be a constant there. Perfect. So now we're going to have to do... Gotta drag this back down here. Oh, we're running out of time. So what are we... So what is the factor? Okay, it's a half. So hopefully... So I just want to drag that down so we know. So now we're going to have to find a common factor here. So that turns into 12. That turns into 12. And we'll put 6 here. That turns into 12. Oh, we're running out of time. I don't think we're gonna make it. 6. Yep. It's break time. This is the reason why sometimes I hate doing time sessions when it comes to studying, is because whenever I'm working on a problem and I'm just so close to finishing it, I always end up running out of time. But I'm just gonna finish this problem just to get it out of the way. And then we have a half here, so... Ooh. Which means we're gonna have to multiply 6 there. Which gives us... So C is equal to -7/12. So the whole problem is just basically... So the whole equation is just basically... Just want to make sure I'm like counting it right. So... Then we have C to the 2 here. Because I don't think we have to put the half, because I think the half is going to be, unless we have to. I'll just put it there, because, so the constant is basically, meaning that the equation will be t of 2 and plus a half. That probably might not be right because we rushed through it a bit, but we'll take it for what it is. We'll take it for what it is. But that was not bad. That was not bad for, I guess, this study session. So I guess I'll just put my... Oh, wait. I probably shouldn't have turned off my model. Let me just open it back up. And let me just open my model back up so I can just interact with you guys properly. I mean, this is not bad for our first like study session. I will be uploading these VODs on YouTube, so that way, okay, there's my model. Now I just gotta turn on my camera. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that wasn't bad for our first study session. Like, I mean, we got through how many problems? Let's actually like zoom. Let's actually zoom out. Let's actually move out and zoom out. So we did 3 problems from section 2.1, and we did 6 problems from section 1.1, I think. But I mean, for me, I feel like these were not that difficult because it was just classifying them. But like, you know, these on the bottom, like, you know, these actually help my mathematical muscles like develop. Now, of course, I don't know if the number 15 is correct. I probably would have to check it again, but you know, I think this is not bad for our first like little like study session together. And like for all of you that are like either lurking in the chat or like watching, like thank you for joining me today. Like, you know, I feel like maybe I'm just probably gonna do this like an hour a day just to basically get my muscles turned, like basically just to get my mathematical muscles developed, because we have a lot of different categories of math that we can go over. When I say go over, I mean for me to actually just study on my own. So like the study wheel, we have linear algebra, we have physics, we have PDEs. Now PDEs I have not started yet because I haven't finished ODEs. But I feel like I would just jump into them anyway, because like sometimes it's good to like get your feet wet with those subjects, even though you probably don't know anything about it yet. Calculus is just good for me to review Calc 2 stuff, as well as get into Calc 3. Tensors is like advanced material I want to get into. I know about a little bit about vectors, and I know you have to know a lot about vectors in order to get into tensors, so that's one of the objectives we have. So I mean, if anyone has any suggestions of like what I can put on the wheel, I'll put on the wheel, and then we can probably cover that topic as well. But I think because I also stream it on other channels, so I don't want to overexert myself, but at the same time I also want to make sure that this is productive not only for me but also for you guys as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed like basically spending time just like doing a little work with me. I think an hour a day of just basically little basic study and stuff, that is always going to help out in the long run. Now some people would like to overexert themselves and study for 3 hours or probably more than that, but for me, I just feel as if that's kind of like not really productive for me. So I feel as if like just putting an hour a day is just enough to basically say, hey, I put an hour a day on math, just to basically say, let's just stick with what we got and we'll just build from there. And obviously I will upload these to YouTube. It's not going to be in a chronological order or anything. It's just basically just there for you guys to like basically say, hey, I studied an hour a day, and you know, like I will just chat with you guys like for the next like 15 minutes just to basically allow you guys to like get a good stretch, to get you know, just get some positive vibes out there, because you know, I know some of you guys are probably students studying for your exams, or you're starting the semester, which is why I'm starting this stream like the second week of January, so that like you guys can feel like you're in a productive mood. And sometimes it's hard to get productive because you sometimes like it just feels like it's just stressful to pick up something and just do it, you know, especially if it's a subject you love, but at the same time you know it's going to require a lot of headroom for you to do. So I feel like, why don't I be like, instead of being an exercise video, it's like I am your study video, like, you know, just basically study for like an hour a day. Because for me, like, I do study a little bit in the morning. I did do like some problems this morning, but sometimes I don't time it, which is I think like the longest I ever study is like around 45 minutes. So I think like studying every day for 45 minutes is just enough for anybody, because it's better than nothing, I think. Because for me, like exercise, right? I'd rather exercise like probably like 5 to 6 times a week, rather than just exercise for like 2 hours like on certain days, and then, you know, like the next day I skip, and then like I exercise like probably like 3 hours the next session, because I think that's like too much to bear. Because I think people study for 3 hours because like they don't have enough time in the day to basically just give an hour away for just studying. Sometimes like people want to put all their study sessions in one batch, so they would probably study like for like maybe 4 hours one day and then don't study again the next day. But for me, I just feel like if you just continue to keep doing it, you just develop new habits, and you begin to develop more as a person. Because I think a little bit a day is better than just doing it all at once. Because I think when people do it all at once, they just forget that they're human, and then they just drop like either the exercise routine or the study routine or even a diet. So I feel it's probably better just to do it in small increments. Like when I was starting to work out, I was doing like videos that were like 25 minutes long, like I think like 5 times a week. And like I usually use exercise videos, and I would do that. But now I'm on a workout routine where actually today I actually had to do a fit test along with in the exercise videos there's a fit test that tests you how much you can do within certain exercises. That was 25 minutes long, and the workout after that I had to do like literally like 60 minutes of a workout of exercise. So, you know, like that was new for me, but at the same time, like I actually managed to get through it. So I'm kind of glad that I actually was able to like push myself a little bit further. Now, of course, I did pace myself throughout the workout, because like, you know, 60-minute workout plus 25 minutes of fit test is a long time. Like that's practically like almost like an hour and a half of workout. So I'm glad that I was able to get through it. And luckily my workout routine, like at least the exercise videos that I'm using, they don't require weights. So I'm just basically just using my body as the weights to lift. So there is that. So I'm just, so I also stream on my other channel. I am actually planning to do a podcast with a good friend of mine from college. We're going to be talking like a lot of stuff, like stuff that interests us, as well as stuff that we feel is I guess like something that we can just talk about. So if you want to catch that, I will post the link to my second channel in the chat here. So that's my other channel. I do have to make sure that, actually, since it's break time, I can actually like start linking my stream elements to this channel, just so that we can like so that way the next time it will flow smoothly. So let me see. I think I have to make a mod or something. Because I have to link it. Stream tools. Can I search for? I have to search for stream elements. Okay. Setup guide. because I just want to set it up. I just want to set up my stream elements with my Twitch, so that way it can activate the next time. Let's see, stream tools. Yeah, like I'm not gonna even edit these videos or like these VODs, because like I feel as if like, you know, you guys get to see me like basically being productive, like trying to make the stream better for you guys, or just basically me like going through technical difficulties and just basically just working out the kinks. But you know, cause I'm willing to show my math mistakes, but also like, you know, that is also like a thing that like I'm willing to show all the other mistakes that I make during streams, so that's something to keep in mind. I think we have to, let me see if I just activated the bot status, so let's see if it works. I don't know if it'll work. I'm just gonna try to type my YouTube link here. Okay, there we go. Okay, that is what I was looking for. And also my UncleTalks channel. Or maybe I have to do lowercase. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so that's like my gaming channel. So if you guys want to tune into the podcast that me and my college friend are going to do tonight, it's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to check that out, you're more than happy to do so. But yeah, so thank you for joining me today, guys. I see that the break time is almost up, but I think I'm going to end this VOD here. But I really thank you for joining me, and hopefully like through my escapades you were able to get a lot of stuff that you needed done, even though it was just an hour. Hopefully you got it partially done or halfway done, whether it be a drawing or whether it be just you learning languages, or whether it be just you you know, just trying to be productive with something, even though it was probably something that you've been putting on the back burner for a while. I really appreciate that you are able to do this small thing for yourself. So yeah, so take care, guys.